class, they come home, and she's out in the garden, and he's standing in the front, and a neighbor comes up. Says, "Oh, hi, I understand you just had this memory class?" I said, "Yes, I did." He says, "Oh, that's great. What was the name of your instructor?" Let me ask you, do you know the name of that flower? It's red, and it's just beautiful, and smells great. And her friend said, "Oh, you mean Rose?" "Yeah, Rose." "Hey, Rose, what was the name of that?" Well, then there was Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve were in a bush together. And Adam comes out and says, "Lord, I'm in there with Eve. What should I do?" And Lord looks down and said, "You should caress her." "Really? What is caress?" So the Lord explained to him what caress is. So he went back in the bush, and he comes back out, and he's smiling, and he says, "Well, now what should I do?" And the Lord says, "Now you should give her a kiss." "Oh, okay, what's a kiss?" And the Lord explains what a kiss is. So he goes back in the bush, and a few minutes later he comes out. "Oh, well, that was wonderful. Now what should I do?" And the Lord said, "Well, you should have sexual relations with her." "Lord, what is sexual relations?" And the Lord explains what that is. So Adam runs into the bush, and just a few minutes later, he comes running out, "Lord, I got a question. What's a headache?" And then there's an amazing story about two people that happened to pass away at the same time. One was Dolly Parton, and the other was the Queen of England. And they're both up in heaven at the same time, and they find themselves standing in line, the last in the line, waiting to be admitted to the pearly gates. Well, they're standing there, and the Lord comes up to them and looks at them, and Dolly Parton says, "Oh, Lord, I should be first. You should let me in now before her, because look, you've endowed me so beautifully, and everybody on earth has always admired me and looked at me and so on." And while she's talking, the Queen raises her hand, and she has to go to the bathroom. So she runs out, and then there's a huge big flush, and she comes running back. The Lord looks at them both and says, "Okay, Queen, you're first." Dolly Parton was just upset. "Lord, you were so nice to me, and everything has been so wonderful, and now you let her in first?" And the Lord looks at Dolly Parton and says, "Dolly, did you ever play poker?" "No." "Well, the laws of poker are the same up here as they are down there. And that means a royal flush always beats two of a kind."